Hello and welcome to the Candidates Forum. I'm Jared Fry, General Manager of Medina TV.
And I'm Jacqueline Smoyer with the Greater Medina Chamber of Commerce. We are excited once again to partner with Medina TV to bring you the 2023 Candidates Forum. All candidates and contested races were invited to participate this year.
Yes, and the views of those candidates are not necessarily those of the Greater Medina Chamber of Commerce or Medina TV.
Thank you for tuning in to watch our 2023 Candidates Forum. We appreciate your willingness to be informed about the upcoming election.
Joining us now in studio is Amy Smoyer. She's a candidate for the Medina City School Board of Education. Amy, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great to have you. Why don't you start off first and just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Amy Smoyer. I have been a Medina resident for 20 years, and actually, as of this year, I have two daughters that are, one's a freshman in college. She just graduated from Medina High School this past spring, and the other one is a junior at the high school. I've been married for 20 years as well. 20 seems to be my number. But I have been involved in the schools and decided to go for the school board once again.
Well, I'll delve a little deeper for you. So what made you decide, what was the driving force that made you to decide to run?
My friends, honestly. I have a lot of friends who have been at my side and have helped me with many different things within the school, and they had me run 2 years ago. Unfortunately, I did not get it then, and I really honestly was on the fence this time, whether I had enough time and whether, it was in particularly what I wanted to do with my life. And honestly, it came down to, yes, it is what I want to do. I want to be a leader. I want the schools to do well. And I know that I can be a great asset to the school board.
Mm-hmm. So now, for people that may not know, kind of explain the role of what a school board member does.
Well, what a school board member does is, number one, they hire the superintendent and make sure the superintendent is doing their job. Hire the treasurer, make sure the treasurer is doing their job. They create policy. They, listen to what the treasurer and the superintendent are bringing to the schools, and they make decisions on that. So one of the things that I want to do is make sure to ask the tough questions that I don't feel are being asked right now. So.
And there's a lot of different issues that are facing the district right now, and if elected, you'll be dealing with those. And one of those is redistricting. What are your thoughts so far on the redistricting plan that the school is beginning to implement?
Well, that's exactly right. They are beginning to implement that. That is definitely already done in that aspect. So that starts next year. They are looking to, I know you're going to ask me about the levy and the bond. They are looking to do the levy and the bond this fall as well. Same time that I'm hopefully being elected. And with that, if that passes, then they can continue with the redistricting plan, which is making Root the 5th, 6th grade, and Claggett, or the new Claggett, the 7th and 8th grade. And then, of course, the high school stays the same. So that was a big thing, 2 years ago about the redistricting, and now it is going through. But we need a little bit more in regards to continuing that redistricting plan.
And you just led me perfectly into the next question. Your thoughts on the current bond issue and operating levy that'll be on the ballot along with your name this November?
Well, I know these things need to be done. They truly do. I am in agreement with changing the route to the 5-6 and Claggett to the 7-8. I was the PTO president for 4 years at Claggett, and I've seen the insides of Claggett. I've seen the outsides of Claggett. It needs to be redone. I agree completely with what they are saying in regards to Claggett. But my thoughts on the levy and the bond, it's a lot right now. I totally agree. I've been out in the community and asking other people what their thoughts are, because this is not anything that I was a part of. And they're saying, hey, financials are right there. So one of the things that I am definitely going to be looking out for is, the fiscal responsibility aspect of a board member.
So now, as if elected as a member of the board, how would you look at this levy? Either way it goes here. So first, if it passes, what do you think as a board member?
I think if it passes, woohoo, that's one thing less that I have to do and have to be aware of. But if it does not pass, then my responsibility would be to bring up, okay, what is really needed? So there are things that are really needed. So to put those back on the ballot. As everybody knows, levies don't always pass, and then they come back with other options.
That's exactly right. Again, we're talking with Amy Smoyer, a candidate for the Medina City School Board of Education. If elected here this November, what are some of the, what's something you would really like to accomplish as a member of the board?
I honestly, I love the schools. I love the school system compared to what I grew up in. There's so much more to Medina schools than what we have. Improvements, honestly, something that I've been noticing because I come to the high school often is, just the outside is starting to look not so good. And I noticed that as I came in this morning, and I think there needs to be some delegation on what needs to take precedence, because if you are somebody coming in from the outside, that's something you're going to notice. Now, with the school system, with the education, there are differences of opinions on how things are being taught nowadays, and that's something that I would like to delve into as well. So.
And then as you look at the district as a whole, what's something that you're proud of or excites you most about the district?
What I'm proud of is that the kids are very good. They treat others very well, and so in that regards, but also they have a good knowledge. Having a daughter that just went into college, seeing all of her friends and all of her classmates where they were going to school, they do get a very good education comparatively to other schools. Now, of course, we have other schools that are a little bit better, and we can always improve.
And speaking of improvement, that was my next question. What would you like to improve on in the district?
Just a little bit more communication. I know we've done very well with communication in the board, but there can always be better. And then also, with the schools, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for change. One of the positions that the board members take is to, check everything out, kind of read through everything, see what it's all about, and make a decision from there. So I always look to get the community's input as well. So I know that's going to be coming. So that's something I look forward to.
Now, you just brought up communication, and again, leading me perfectly to my next question. How do you feel the district does as far as communication between not only the staff itself, but the residents, parents, community members? I
think they are doing a very good job. They're trying to get out there. And I honestly admit it's difficult to get to everybody in the community. They're doing very well with getting in touch with the parents. Being a parent myself, I get to see all that. Now, once my child graduates from the high school, it might drop off, and I need to actually expand on that. But I know just from campaigning 2 years ago, going door to door, there were many people, many of the older community, that had no clue what was going on in the school. And that's disheartening. But there are those that don't want to know, and there are those that think they know, but they didn't.
So as a board member, how do you handle that balance of residents, and of course residents can have varying opinions on different matters. So how do you handle those that may agree, disagree with something that you as a board, knowing I guess because you get to talk to the administration, you get to talk to everyone, you kind of have a better sense of sometimes of what's going on. How do you handle that balance of communicating with the constituents and handling those that may disagree with you?
It's all about communication and listening to their thoughts. Sometimes they might be right, but other times it's explaining. So I know I have an innate ability to kind of calm some people down that might not be so happy. It just happens to be in my nature, but it's more about going, okay, let's bring this down a notch and let's show you what exactly it is, and look at it in all different views.
Again, we're speaking with Amy Smoyer, a candidate for Medina City School Board of Education, and you will see when you go to the ballot, there are 3 candidates, and they will take the 2 highest vote totals for the 2 seats. So the votes count when you head to the ballot box there in the race there. It's a little unique from the other races where you usually vote for one. This one is a vote for 2 spots with 3 candidates running for those 2 spots. Amy, I want to thank you for taking the time to answer my questions, but I want to give you the opportunity in case there's something I missed or something you really want to talk to the voters about. I want to give you the camera and the microphone, and the floor is yours.
Oh, fun. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this as well, and hopefully you will watch all the other candidates and see who you favor. If you have any questions, I am happy to answer them. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I do have a Facebook page that I am watching over, and of course I'll be posting different things daily, especially up until till November 7th. So voting starts on October 11th, that you can walk in and vote, but I want you to think of me as a parent who is within the system. I have it's something that is close and near and dear to my heart. I have worked in schools as a substitute. I have been in the PTO. I really enjoy the kids. They are my kids too. I am all for parental rights, and that is something that is very important to me as well. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.
Again, that's Amy Smoyer, candidate for Medina City School Board of Education. And Amy, thank you for your time today, and I want to wish you the best of luck this November.
Thank you. Appreciate it.